Hello. So, Module 4. Module 4 is going to talk about mindful movement, which is one of my very favorite practices. This is going to be primarily seated, and this is really for whenever you're have been sitting for a long time, maybe you've been studying for several hours, and you just really need a little bit of a movement break. Now, you can do some of this stuff standing if you'd like, but I'm going to do it simply seated, just for ease. All right, so it can be used anytime that you need just that little break. So sitting in a chair, I want you to think first about just bringing your attention to the soles of your feet. So just settling down through the soles of your feet. You might even want to press down into those soles. All right, so just kind of feel your feet touching the ground. Now, bringing your awareness just to the seat. Imagine that there's a string and it's kind of attached up here to the crown of your head, and it's lifting and lengthening you out through the crown of your head. All right, so we're going to lift our shoulders. So I want you to think about lifting your shoulders towards your ears and then releasing back. So we're going to inhale and lift and just drop those shoulders back. Let's do that again. Let's just inhale, lift, drop those shoulders back. That might be just enough some days, right? So let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, and drop them back. Now, exhale your right ear towards your right shoulder. Now, what we don't want to do here is bring tension to that shoulder. We just want to let it kind of settle over. Back to center, and then exhale to the left. Back to center. You might want to just drop your nose forward as well. Now inhale, let's come back to center. Just let our gaze come forward, sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to do something called a seated cat-cow, just to kind of stretch and release your spine. So as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you're just kind of hunching forward. So bring your arms forward, hunch forward, let your head come forward. And then when you inhale, lift, lengthen, open, and release your shoulders back. Let's do that again. Just exhale and release. Inhale, lift and open. And settle back to center. A gentle twist. This is always kind of a nice thing to do, even if it's just the only thing you do. So this doesn't have to be done in order. But if you want to watch the video and do the movement, that works well as well. So put your left hand kind of wander over to your right knee. Now again, lift and lengthen up through your tailbone, through the crown of your head, and just send your gaze back. And then come back to center. Just let that twist go the other direction. And let's come back to center. So let's release our hands down and then inhale them to the sky. So you won't be able to see my fingertips, but you can just kind of, wiggle and reach for the sky. You can take a hold of your right wrist and just kind of pull over to the side. You'll feel a nice opening through your side body. Let's come back to the top and let's take it to the other side. Again, let's lift and release those shoulders back. One more time, lift and release. All right, so we're gonna do a little hip opening now. So hip opening, if you've been sitting like this for hours, your hips can get really tight and uncomfortable, and we hold on to so much tension in our neck, in our shoulders, and in our hips. So we're just gonna start by crossing one ankle over the other. So I'm just gonna cross my right over my left. And then you may want to bring in like a book or a block or something so you can start to lift that ankle. Now, if you've got the space, you can bring that ankle all the way up across your knee and just gently press down on that right knee. And breathe. So you don't want to hunch while you're doing this. You want to stay sitting up nice and tall and feel a nice opening through the hip. All right, let's release that. And we'll do the other side. So cross the left ankle. So there's no requirement to bring that ankle up. It might take you some time to build to being able to bring that ankle up, but you can just put a pillow there or a block or a footstool or whatever. And if you have the space, then you can bring that ankle up and just gently press on the left knee. Let's take a couple of nice deep breaths. And exhale and release. All right, so shoulders, arms, spine, and hips, all in just a few minutes. Take another nice deep breath. Let it go through your mouth. May you be healthy, happy, may you live in peace, and have a wonderful rest of your day.